in tonight, the 7 o'clock show, Wednesday night. It's me, Jimmy Jam, with my co host, Miss Leigh. We're going to have a great show for you tonight. Miss Leigh, there is a lot to be talking about because we've got a 2 day wait until Purdue comes in the Rupp Arena Friday night at 6
Wow.
o'clock. It's time. It's basketball time in the bluegrass. Miss Leigh, I know you had a great, exciting experience this past weekend. Please inform everybody what you witnessed, saw, talked to, everything. Just spill the beans and let everybody know exactly how it went.
I am going to say the most incredible experience I have ever had. Anything that has to do with Kentucky. I mean, the blue white game, my seats were on the floor. I was 5 feet behind Coach Pope over here and the blue team over here. Uh, I mean, we got there. We got to watch the girls practice. We got to watch the girls play against each other. What's up, Moonshine?
Hey, Moonshine, how you doing,
Thank
buddy?
you, thank you. Um, I got up and over. You can see me 100 times on the video if you watch it.
Yep.
I'm the one in the white bucket hat sitting behind Coach Pope. Um, you can see me keep getting up and running back and forth. I ran over and sat down and talked to Mrs. Coach Pope. And when she introduced herself to me when we were done, she held out her hand and she said, "I'm Leanne." And I held out my hand and I said, "I'm Leanne as well." So that was funny. I got Coach Pope's autograph, and when he was signing, I told him I had the same name as his wife, and he said, "Oh no." Uh, I talked to Jelly for a while, and he made a great video for us, giving us a shout out, saying to watch the Loyal BBN fan show.
Yeah, I saw the
As
short to that. Yeah.
Right, as I was talking to Jaden Quaintance, Jelly's dad came all the way across the floor to see me. He was pointing at me and waving at me, so guess I'm one of the family now. Um, he even gave me his personal phone number, which is really cool. Um, as far as the guys, let me tell you, Jelly is so fast up the court.
Mhm.
I'm not kidding you. He would like they would be down at this end and do something. He would steal the ball. He would get a fast break, and he's all of a sudden down at the other end. So with his long legs and as lanky as he is, I love Jelly. Y'all know he's one of my favorites, but he is fast. He is great at the rim too. He's going to be big for us. Huge on defense. Huge. Malachi Moreno was huge around the rim, getting rebounds and playing in the paint and playing the rim. Uh, Jelly and Trent Noah were hot on threes. You know, they each hit a couple of threes. That was amazing. Um, Mo, Mo's a beast. Let me tell
Yes.
you, Cool Mo D is a beast. He was all over the place. Oweg, what he played, I can't wait. Like just seeing Owe out there, the minutes he played, I cannot wait because in the minutes he played, he was playing tough. And yes, I was there when Jalen went down. I watched him go down. Um, he it was a little bit of separation. It was not dislocated. Separation means it didn't come completely out and like dislocate. It just had a slight separation. They did put that back. Um, and he seemed okay when he went off the court. At one point, the trainer came over or whoever, and he held up his towel and talked to Mark Pope so nobody could see what he was saying.
Hmm.
So I couldn't read lips if I couldn't see him.
Yeah.
But he was kind of giving him an update on what was going on. But I really do believe 4 weeks. Mark Pope did make a statement about him, said he's really he's a tough kid and
Yeah.
he's gonna be okay. Hello to everybody that's come in. We love you guys. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
that was amazing.
yeah, that is amazing. I heard it's like I'm sure he'll be back by the Louisville game. I do not believe it'll be the Nicholas game or the Valpo game. If it is, he might play 5 or 6 minutes, just to get back. But I believe Louisville will be. his first game and the prognosis, everything went well. Everything was negative with the MRIs and everything. So, 1 to 3 weeks, and that puts it right at the Louisville game.
And
I
you're
don't,
right. He's not even wearing a sling, so
yeah.
he's good.
And like you said, he's tough. He played last year with a broken finger. And
And it's not his shooting hand.
no, it's not a shooting hand. That's good because last with Lamont Butler, it was actually a shooting hand. So that's going to be a lot different there
Yeah,
as a
yeah, that's
getting
definitely
back into the acclimation of actually playing ball games. Yeah,
right. Behind the
nobody's.
tally said he's fine, and we're going
We're
80
going
and
80
0.
and 0. Well, that'd be 2 seasons in a row, so that'd be great. I know. Yeah, this coming tomorrow, I believe Josh Irving is going to make his announcement. I think it's at noon. It
Yes,
is down to Texas A&M, Kentucky. I think it's down to Kentucky and Texas A&M, really, but I think
I
Kentucky
do.
has this one kind of maybe is a little bit. I'm saying Kentucky might have a better chance than any of the teams right now.
And I believe that as well. I believe we have a little bit of an edge right now.
Yeah. But with we was talking about some of the things before we got on here. We was going to talk about a little bit of the what was going on during the practice this past weekend, and our on ball defense is great. Our defense is tough. I mean, we're not number. I believe in the polls for our defense is number 3 in the nation, and our offense is like number 7 in the polls that came out about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. But the way we looked with our Zoom, with Oway actually getting a Zoom, and he is actually going down and posting up right off of it. You didn't see that a lot last year. Now, the first play that he did that, he actually he hurried it a little bit too much and he missed it, short jumper. But I believe that's going to be a lot easier for him because he was just getting acclimated back into the game also because he had been out, for 10 weeks.
All right, he's not been practicing or anything, so he's got to get himself reacclimated. But it's like riding a bike for him. Once he steps in there, it's like automatic.
Yeah.
And I really liked what I saw.
Yeah. And Moreno on the glass. He was tearing it up on the glass. He's going to get rebounds. He's going to get putbacks. He's going to rim run, just like Brandon Garrison's going to do the same thing. The drag plays that we had with Jasper coming off, and he was dragging and then getting easy buckets and then easy kickouts.
You were talking about BG. I just want to throw in real quick the difference that I saw in him being up close and personal, watching. Different guy. I mean, like you can tell he's put on the weight. You can tell it's all muscle. You can tell he's bulked up. The way he plays so much smarter now. Than he did last year. Like you could see him, kind of reading plays ahead instead of last year it was kind of like, okay, this is what's happening in the now. But he seems to be actually like looking 2 steps ahead. And he seems like he's playing a much smarter game right now. So I hope that continues because he really did look good.
Yeah, that's what he said he was working on at the beginning of like June, right before summer practice, that he wanted to be. That's the improvements that he wanted to make in his game for this coming season and maybe next season because he still can be another. He's a 2-year player if he wants to stay around, which
Right.
I don't have any problems. I think he's going to be great. There was I know everybody and me and you have hyped him up so much as Cam Williams. He didn't even hardly take but 1-2 shots, but that showed, in the blue and white game, that showed how good the blue team's defense was. And
they were amazing. They got steals, they got takeaways, they created turnovers like nobody's business. Like they were really on him. They were doing a great job of shutting him down.
yeah, and with our on-ball defense, yeah, it was great. I believe we talked about Jasper, but I think he was awesome. The talent is there. I just think it's a little bit of he just a little bit lagging on defense, but I think that's going to come up soon. I mean, it ain't going to take very long for him to be a great defensive player.
I think a lot of it might have had to do with the fact that it was the blue white game too. I think
That's
his
true.
defense might have been a little bit stronger, in actual play. They weren't trying to kill each other out there.
No,
So I think a few may have been holding back a little bit.
yeah, yeah, I do too. And we haven't discussed who. I believe it's going to be Aberdeen that takes over the point guard role. And I know Ortega did go to Mark Pope and he said, "I want this. I can do it." But I believe it's more of Aberdeen because he did that same role 5 games last year when he had to at Florida, and his productivity just went off the scale. He went from scoring 8 to 9 points a game to 15 points a game playing the point guard role at Florida when they had an injury with their point guard.
Right, right. And hey Carl, what's up? Peanut, I'm not thinking it is because the injury
Yeah.
was not really an injury. I mean, he's okay. Ortega's back. Jalen's going to be okay by the Louisville game, I do firmly believe. And Quaintance, I believe, will come out in the Louisville game as well. So that's my
Yes.
predictions on that.
Yeah.
Oh, and guys, just so you know, don't forget, we are having a pregame show on Friday. It will be at 5 p.m.
Yes. And we are
Yeah,
going to do a post game
yes, it
show,
will
and
be after the game.
I believe Mike will be with us on the post game show.
Possibly, yes.
Possibly, yeah.
So we'll have to see what
And
time, what the
BC, if
time.
BC, I'd like if BC wants to be on there, yeah, I'd like to see BC
Right.
on.
We'll just talk to them and figure out if they're going to
Yeah,
be. But yeah, so just so you guys know, I'm not going to the game. Um, Carl, I'm glad you're going. I hope you have an amazing time.
yeah. But yeah,
I'll be
with
right
the
here watching it on my TV.
I'll be here watching it on my TV too. Hopefully that I'm here. I'm sure I should be, but we was talking about earlier the matchups. We're going to match up real well with their starting five. And the thing is, I've watched a little bit of their films, and I watched a couple of their actual Purdue shows that it's just Purdue talking about what their backups and everything is. Right now, I believe we are way deeper than Purdue is, and this is
Oh,
going
for
to
sure.
game. This is going to be a game. It's going to be offensive. I believe this game is going to be not in the 90s or 100s, but I think we're going to score in the 80s. Both teams. And it's going to be who plays the better defense and wins this game with defense.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to, I think it's going to be a close game. I do not think it's going to be a runaway for either team. I think of course, I believe we're going to win, but I think it's going to be a close game, like under 5 points
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, I'm agreement with that, and we will make our predictions at the end of the show. But I know Braden Smith. Yeah, that is their Carl. That is their best player. I mean, he's probably going to be an All American. He could end up being MVP of the whole season. He might be. He's in that picture. And I believe Aberdeen is going to be a player that's going to have to step his game up, and he stepped it up. I mean, he's a senior this year for Kentucky. He won a national championship. He played great all the way down to the very end of the game against Houston last year. He was on the court when they went to 0-0. The minutes went to 0, and they won the national championship. So
Yeah,
this kid knows how to play against good competition.
I think he's ready. I think he's completely ready. I think he is a perfect matchup for Smith, and I think he's just going to dominate. I think
Yeah,
he's going to run circles around him. I want to see him break his ankles a couple times.
yeah. And I mean, our defense is going to factor into our offense. We're going to get defensive stops. We cannot let them get 1 or 2 shots every possession. We need to get
No,
stops. If they get one shot up, we got to get the rebound. We got to get out and get on the run and get into offense.
we cannot have any more of this giving them 3 chances. They put it up, they get the rebound. They put it up, they get the rebound. They put it up, they get the rebound,
Yeah,
and they score. We cannot play that game anymore.
yeah.
Cam and Trent. Honestly, Cam wasn't really hitting the threes. He was kind of off at the blue white, and Jelly did better than Cam on the
Yeah,
threes. But
yeah.
I think it all depends on the game. I think it all depends on the circumstances at the time.
Well, I know that they've got a player. He's not going to start. His last name is Jacobson. He's seven
Mhm.
foot four. Uh, if anybody is going to have to be like Moreno, it's going to have to be Brandon Garrison, or it's going to have to be Jelly that's on him when he does come in the game. He's not going to start, but I
No,
believe Moreno will be able to hold him down. He's not a player that comes off the bench and scores 15 points. He'd be lucky if
no.
he's going to get like maybe 5 or 7 points, and that's going to be like putbacks or get fouled and make a couple free throws.
I think his main role on the team is going to be to take up that extra space and keep somebody else from fouling out. Like, I think he's that guy. Okay, we're going to send him in because this guy he's already got 3 fouls. We need to send him in to hope for a couple points, and he can draw. He can create a couple or commit a couple fouls, because then you're saving your other guys. So that's what I think his role may be in this game.
Well, the one interesting fact I found out today, Jacobson, he ended up being on the other under 19 team that went to Switzerland with Jasper Johnson, and Moreno did not get to go because he had that little small hip injury. And
Right.
if he didn't get that injury, it would have been Moreno that went to Switzerland, and Jacobson would have went back home. So I
Right.
think Moreno is going to have a little bit in there of like, I want to play better than this boy because I know that I was better than him when in practice before they went to Switzerland.
Right. And he would have been there, and he probably would have dominated too.
Yeah.
So what else? Next matchup.
We talked about, I think it's going to be Aberdeen against Smith. And we
Right.
talked about that. I believe Colin Chandler is going to start at the shooting guard, at the two guard. And it's either him or Jasper Johnson that I
Well, let
would,
me tell you, Colin Chandler was doing great.
yeah,
You know, he was not timid. You can tell that he's back into it. He was out for the 2 years for the missionary trip, and last year was kind of a getting back reacquainted. But you can see he's really on his game now.
yeah,
Like it's like it all just came back over the summer. Like, he's really been working on his game. He is extremely good.
mm-hmm,
And if you get Trent Noah in the outside corners, he's hitting threes all day long. But
yeah,
Colin Chandler going to the rim, taking it to the rim for layups and dunks, and he's really improved his game. He's a different guy.
yeah. I mean, I did see where Wildcat Mania, you said that he thinks that Oway would be guarding Smith. I believe Oway is going to be guarding someone else that I think is going to be a better matchup. And I think Aberdeen 6'5". Jaden Smith, he's only 6 foot.
Mhm.
So we got an advantage right there with Aberdeen over top of him.
Right.
And then, okay, now we was talking about, I got Chandler starting, and I think he's going to be playing against their shooting guard, Laurer.
Yes.
And he's 6'5", Colin Chandler 6'4". That's going to be a great matchup. But I believe that Colin Chandler could take advantage of this matchup and be better on defense and on offense.
I do too. And he's quicker. He's
Yeah,
faster than Lauer or whatever his name is. He's faster. Also, Colin Chandler had another one of those miraculous saves. He
the
went up
other.
into the
Mm-hmm.
announcers and threw it back in. And let me tell you, Colin Chandler's not afraid to scrap for that ball.
No,
He is
yeah,
not afraid to go after it. He don't care who he jumps over or on or runs through. That
yeah,
is one boy with some serious hustle.
yeah. But yeah, I believe Chandler will be able to take advantage on a lot of different things. Being able to do handle the ball, I think he's going to be great doing that. He pull up jumpers. I think he needs to make his mind up when he's coming down the court and he has 3 foot of space. Do not just say, "Okay, I'll look." Go ahead and take the shot. If you got the shot, take it. Mark Pope is not going to be mad, but don't do like some kind of fake or anything and then take the shot because it takes you out of your rhythm.
Yes, it
Uh,
does.
But so I believe he's going to get over that. I think he's not going to be nervous. He's going to be ready to play. But I believe that's a matchup that Kentucky can take care of right there and taking advantage of.
Lon Chandler's wingspan is 2 inches longer than the other dude too.
Yeah. He's got a 6'6" wingspan with the Lawyer boys. I think his only
He's a
like
six
six.
four.
It's like 6'4" or something like that. But I've got Ortega starting at the three, which everybody knows Ortega was going to start at the three anyhow from the
Right.
beginning of the season. Even when he was hurt, they knew he was going to be playing in this game. But I got him going against Cox. Cox is 6'3". Ortega is 6'5". We got an advantage there, and like me and you was talking about them zooms, and all of a sudden Ortega went down and posted up. He can post up this 6'3" guy any day and just take his time. He might get fouled. He's going to make the shot, get a little bank shot. If not, he's got wide open jumpers that's outside at the 3-point line that he can kick out.
Yeah, I agree. I will agree with you 100% on that. He totally knows how to play the game. He's going to be perfect for staying on him. Like he can drive past him every day of the week.
Yeah.
Ortega's going to get past you. Like we
Oh
saw
yeah.
him do it to Oklahoma. He's
He's going.
he's he's no match.
Yeah, I believe he's going to be able to do that all day, every day this year. Any basketball game that we have, I don't know who is going to be able to, guard him one on one. They'll have to double team him to keep him from getting to the rim.
Yeah, you know, yeah. I mean, that's just fact.
And
And they will.
oh yeah, they're going to try to double team him, but he's smart enough. He's going to get that to a wide open jumper for somebody on the wing at the top of the key, down low, somebody cutting to the basket. He's going to make good decisions.
He's going to make a lot of assists. I think his assist rate's going to be a lot higher this year.
Yeah,
I just have a feeling because you can see watching him play, his game's changed up just a little bit. Not anything drastic, but his game's changed up a little bit. His pick and rolls are different. Like he's really got. I really think it's just going to be phenomenal.
yeah. I know he scored averaged about 16 points a game last year. If he
Sixteen
averages
point
that,
two.
16.2. He averages that 16, 17 points a game, but he gets a lot more better decisions. Doesn't turn the ball over like a couple times he did have, against Oklahoma in the SEC championship game. He turned it over twice, and I was like, oh my God, my heart just dropped. I thought we was going to lose that, but at least he brought it back and won the game. But,
He did.
better decision making, a lot better assist making, probably get a couple more extra steals, better rebounds. He's going to be an all-around player. That's why he is right now predicted to be, the SEC Player of the Year.
And he'll get it. I know he will.
Yeah, I believe he'll, end up getting that. Yeah, I mean, Peanut, yeah, Oway not 100% yet, but he's getting there, and that's why we're playing these exhibition games.
He
This is
said
what
he's ready to go. He's ready to go. I
he's
mean,
ready to
they
go.
know.
Yeah,
They
but
know.
starting at the forward, I got Mo Diabate. Him playing against, I believe, is their best player is Ren. I think they call
Yes.
him TKR or something like that. His
Yeah.
full name. But Ren, he's 6'9". Mo D is 6'8". Uh, Ren was on this same team last year, and I believe Alabama played them at the beginning of the year, and I think Purdue won that game. But Ren went completely off, and
Yeah.
nobody could score. Nobody could stop him for Purdue. Well,
We need.
Mo Diabate was sitting on the bench, and he was telling the coach at what's his name at Alabama. He was like, "Put me in there, let me guard this guy, and I'll stop him."
Yeah.
They never did, and I think
If they
right
would have,
now,
it would have been a different game.
yeah, and he saw that, and he's seeing it this year. He wants a piece of Ren, and I believe he will put his whole effort in just defense. He gets offensive plays, yes, but his whole thing is going to be to shut this Ren boy down.
Right. Peanut, he did look a little rusty in the scrimmage, but at the same time, you got to figure he's on limited minutes and hasn't done anything for 10 weeks. So,
Yeah,
you know, he'll be fine.
Yeah,
When
he'll
he
be.
gets out there playing the game, as soon as it's time to start that game, he will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, they've had, I don't know what they did on Saturday and Sunday, but he's practiced Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and he's going to be practicing tomorrow, and then they're going to get ready for Friday night's game. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's knocking off the rust right now. I'll guarantee
Oh yeah, for sure. Brandon Stampy.
you. Now, two teams we played before Louisville. That's Nicholas and Valparaiso.
Right. Those are the two just before Louisville.
Yes. Megatron gonna
Megatron
ball
gonna
out.
ball out at Purdue. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tegatron.
yeah, yeah. But and now I want to go. We'll talk a little bit about the center because I think this could go different ways. I've got Brandon Garrison going ahead and starting. Now depends on what happens in tomorrow's practice or something. It might be Moreno. He could actually start. But I've got Garrison 6'11" coming in, and Clough is their 6'11" center. So I think what we need to do with the center position, Brandon Garrison and Moreno, just equal that out and they play the same and basically score the same amount of points, our centers versus their centers, and neglect all that and make sure that they don't have an advantage down low with their centers, that we equal that out.
Right. And that's gonna be probably one of our toughest things that we see the whole game.
Yeah. Because they're
You know,
they're inside first. They're inside first. They want to score inside and then kick it out. I know last year they said they only took like 290 something threes, and that was like ranked way in the hundreds of any of the basketball teams. Said that they only took like 21 threes per game, and I watched a
right.
lot of their games, and I don't even think they took 21.
I don't think so either. I mean, I was trying to pay attention when I heard that stuff, and I'm thinking like 16 to 20.
I was thinking
Like, I don't
15,
even think
6.
I ever saw them
Yeah.
take
And,
21
and they are,
shots.
when they do take a three, it's going to be a good three, but they're going to take the ball down low and it's going to be kick out threes. It's not going to be coming up the court, taking a straight three off the top of the key
Exactly.
or anything like that.
Exactly. That's and that's you're exactly right. It's going to be a kick out three.
Yeah.
That's their game. From what I watched in some of their past games, it's always a kick out three.
Yeah.
Like, very rarely do you see them come up the court, pass it over to somebody, and then shoot, or come up the court and shoot it yourself. It's usually a kick out three from down under the basket somewhere, and you have to be watching for that because that's a perfect opportunity for Ortega to steal that ball or Jelly to steal that ball.
Yeah.
And
And that's what, but yeah, that's why I was looking at the matchups: Moreno versus Jacobson. 7-1 versus 7-4. Then I had BG versus Clough. That's 6'11" versus 6'11. And if Jacobson's going to come in off the bench, so Moreno comes in, they sub in and bring in Moreno. And if he's going to foul him, go ahead and foul him. You got 5 fouls. BG and Clough's going to be back on the court anyhow. And that's basically the centers that's going to be playing in this game. And then, we still got Jelly that can come off come off, and he can play a little bit down low too, because he's right at 6'11", 7 foot.
yeah, and we got to remember he's also played against grown men in Croatia. Like, we got to remind him, don't hang on the rim.
Or get a goaltending, or because
that was next, or get goaltending. So Jelly and Jelly's dad, if y'all are watching this, don't hang on the rim and don't get a goaltending.
Yes,
okay,
exactly. Yeah,
we love you, but don't do that.
Yeah, I mean this game's going to come down Kentucky's depth versus Purdue's experience. Purdue, they've got players that's been retented, bringing back. And they got a lot of players that's been on this team for a lot of time together. That's going to be, the experience they have. But I think our depth will be able to prevail. As long as we play and we come out the better defensive team, I believe we will win that game. I'm not saying we're going to blow them out. I think we could win that game as long as we come out on top defensively.
Well, remember, our team building exercises have been fun things and really good things. Theirs was
Yeah,
carrying a log.
yeah, yeah,
So we've already got the advantage there.
yeah,
Our
yeah.
team ain't carrying logs,
No,
except to
no.
help build a house, and that was wood.
Well,
That
yeah,
wasn't a
that's
log.
wood, but they probably didn't move a lot of wood. They just hammered some nails and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
they didn't. I
you
mean,
know,
they didn't carry no logs, but that's what Purdue was doing for us, So there's that.
but I mean, this game's going to be coached a little bit differently between Pope and Painter. I mean,
Oh yeah,
if we play this game in March, this game's going to be coached completely different than what we're going to be coaching. I think Painter will probably play some of his players 7, 8, 9 minutes less than what he would usually play in a regular season game or in March. And I think Kentucky Pope will probably do the same thing. And, it's just, it's going to be even coaching because both coaches are going to probably do about the same thing as of time, with the players.
right. I also believe, we're so much deeper than they are.
Yeah.
And that's going to come into play because, when we play basketball, and you can look back at any game, I don't care, pick any game that we have ever played, and you will see at about the 7 minute mark, 7, 8 minute mark, we turn and burn, like we turn it on.
Yeah.
And that's because we've already wore the other team down because they're not going to be as deep as us. So we are really going to have to use that to our advantage this year. Wear
Yeah.
them down. They don't have anybody to put in. They don't have anybody that can guard us. They won't have anybody that can stop us, and they'll be tired
Yeah.
because they're not as deep as us. We're going to have fresh legs every 5 minutes if we want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's going to make it. I believe that's going to be in Kentucky's advantage for defense and offense for the different sets that Pope will be able to use. He's not going to bring out the whole playbook in this game. Neither is Matt Painter. They're not going to bring out everything and show everything that we actually can put on the court.
Right. Jamie, to answer your question, it's going to be 5 Central. It's 6 Eastern, so it's 5 Central.
Yes.
So you can go grouse hunting, but it's 5 Central. I think Purdue is overrated. I don't think they're as good as everybody is making them out to be. They're
Well,
kind of going on reputation. They're kind of going on last year's performance. This is a whole new year. Yes, they're a well bonded team and they played together forever, but they haven't come up against us, and anybody can lose.
mhm.
And, we'll see how they play. And then I'll make a decision on whether I think they're overrated or.
Well, see, I was just talking, or we're talking earlier about the Ken Palm. They're ranked number one in Ken Palm in offense. Defense, they're ranked number 29. Kentucky in defense is ranked number 3, and we're ranked number 9 in offense.
Yeah,
So
so we're ranked better.
we're in the top 10, and we're better. And I'd
Yeah,
rather take a defensive team that's ranked higher
right,
any day. Because I think our
right,
offense is fine anyhow. You got the number 9 offense. Hey, that's pretty good offense. You ranked in the top 10.
right. Exactly. You're welcome, Jamie. Um, so I just gotta say this real quick. I'm so excited it's injections. Okay, I feel better now.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for 5 o'clock this coming Friday.
Oh yeah, it's 5 o'clock for you, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
No,
okay.
5 o'clock for our show. Our show is
Yeah.
5 o'clock.
So Jamie, if you want to listen to our show or watch our show, it's gonna be at 4 o'clock
4
Central.
o'clock Central.
Because we're at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern is the pregame Friday.
Mhm.
So make sure you guys are here because it's going to be a great pregame show.
It's going to be a great pregame show. Yeah. But I mean, yeah. There's going to be. I know a lot of questions that people was talking about. Now that these exhibition games are starting, and it don't look like it's going to end anytime soon. Should you think that after we get through playing these 2 exhibition games and everybody finishes their 2, do you think they ought to reseed the AP poll and look at these games? Houston got beat. Texas Tech got beat. Alabama just barely won by like 5 points. St. John's, they won by they only won by like 2 points. Auburn, they lost. Michigan State, Michigan, they lost. So if ends up the number one, which is Purdue, and then Houston was number two, if they both got beat, should they redo these polls? Should these games
Yes.
actually matter? It might not go down from one, a loss to one team, a win for another team, but at least reseed the polls.
Yes, they need to reseed things. I mean, because a loss is a loss, a win is a win.
Yeah,
So, when you're talking about that, you have to figure that in.
yeah,
It doesn't matter if it's an exhibition or not. If you're actually looking at players and teams and ranking them, then you need to take everything that they do into consideration in that ranking. And that's my opinion.
Well, yeah, I mean, even BYU, Wildcat Mania, they got beat. So you're talking about
Yeah.
3 or 4 teams
Michigan
already.
lost.
Michigan, yeah, they got beat by Cincinnati. Kirk Carissa was on the court and made a couple of free throws at the very end of that game to actually help Cincinnati seal the deal in that win. But,
Yeah, if Michigan would have played their starters, it might have been a totally different ballgame because, like Peanut said, 3 of those starters didn't play.
well, yeah, but their best player actually played, and he Yaxel Yenenberg, he had like 31 points.
He did.
So I mean, you can put that into the equation too. Is that team did not play half of their players, so I still think it ought to be reseeded, and that way makes these games a little bit more competitive, or any.
I don't know if y'all read this or not. I know I'm getting off track for a second, but something just came in my head that I had to mention. Okay, so I don't know if anybody saw the interview with Big Z. But Big Z had to go get contacts, okay? Because his eyesight was bad. And he said it's been that way since he got to UK. He said, why don't these teams test the players for vision trouble? And you know what? That brings up a good point. I mean, if you're out there trying to shoot baskets and you're missing all the time, but why not check their vision? But at the same time, you're a grown man. If you are having trouble seeing, you should say something. You don't play 2 seasons not being able to see. Like, I'm sorry, but why didn't you say something? Like, you probably couldn't read your homework. You probably couldn't read the dry erase board. And if you're having trouble, no wonder you couldn't hit a basket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say something.
I saw that myself, and I was like, hold on. If you can see or not. I mean, I know I need these.
Don't blame the school.
When I'm looking at notes or something, I need these. When I'm driving or anything else, I don't need them. I know when I need glasses.
If I want to read something, I got to have them on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, it's just, he couldn't see the rim in 3 years. Exactly. And you're playing, you're being paid. You're being paid. You're doing a job. And you can't do your job well because you can't see. I'm sorry, but Big Z, that was your fault.
Yeah.
I'm calling you out. That was your fault. You should have said something.
Yeah, I don't believe that one bit that he didn't know that he couldn't see. And then, okay, if Kentucky didn't test him and Arkansas didn't test him and Illinois, all of a sudden he just say, I couldn't see after playing 2 straight years. Could he see when he was playing over in Croatia before he came to Kentucky? I mean, come on.
He said he couldn't see for 3 years. So 1 year in Croatia and 2 in the United States.
2 in the United States. So
I'm sorry, you're an adult. You say something. I can't see.
Yeah.
I know. Eye test takes 10 minutes. With all the doctors and everybody they've got on call, you can't tell me they don't have an eye doctor.
I'm pretty sure that University of Kentucky Athletics has eye doctors. And if they ask him, or he just lied and said I could see, or he
nobody asked him.
He passed the test somehow. If they did give him a test, if they didn't, he just said, "Well, I can see."
They didn't. Nobody asked him, and they didn't. He just went out there and did his thing without ever saying, "I'm having trouble seeing the rim."
Well, yeah, but
did he see 3 of them and he went for the wrong one? I mean, I don't know.
Shoot the one in the middle.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Shoot for the one in the middle. If you see 3, shoot for the one in the middle. But I
used
can't
to
believe
say that
Yeah,
I used to say that when I would go shoot pool and I had a few, I'd be like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, aim for the middle.
But I can't believe that Kentucky, if he was missing shots and they didn't know why, they okay. Well, look, can we test your vision? Come on, can you see the
Simplest
rim?
thing they could have done.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. I believe it. I believe that comes back on him because he should have known. He should have said something to somebody and say, "Hey, can you test my vision? I might need contacts." And now he's got contacts. So he better shoot real good at Illinois this year, or it's going to come back and say, "Well, he just can't shoot the Brock."
Right, because he's fixed his problem, supposedly. So
Supposedly,
if he
yeah,
still can't shoot, then guess what, Big Z? You just ain't. And we want our money back for that billboard, by the way. The fans
yeah,
want their money
exactly.
back.
Yeah, that billboard costs a lot of money.
So I don't think he would fit in with Pope's scheme and Pope's
No,
team
I don't
and
think
Pope's
he's.
playing style. So
Yeah,
I'm glad he's gone.
yeah. He's not a Jelly. I think Jelly is more of a Mark Pope type player.
Chili's legit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, getting back with the Purdue game, I mean, this is going to be a great test. It's a great test for both teams. I'm not just saying Kentucky. It's going to be a test for Purdue also. But and Purdue's going to be a top 10 team all year long. It doesn't matter if they lose one or two games; they'll still be a top 10 team. And we're going to
Oh
know
yeah.
way before the season even starts of what we look like and
Oh yeah.
how what we need to do between then and the Georgetown game and what we need to do between the Georgetown and the Nicholas game. So this is great competition. It's not like we're playing Georgetown University or Kennesaw State or Kentucky State. We're playing legitimate teams. It's going to see what this team is about.
And I would rather play them early because playing them early, like Pope said at the blue white game, it gives him a chance to go back and change things.
Yeah.
Gives him a chance to make adjustments before we get into conference play and game non-conference games that go towards our record.
And I'm
It really does give him a great opportunity to capitalize on that.
Yeah. And I'm this is what I'm getting tired of. All these other shows they keep on saying, okay, we don't have Jalen Lowe. We don't have Jake. We didn't have Jalen Lowe and JQ last year.
Well,
And we played against great competition. And some of these players that is going to be starting and playing this game against Purdue, Aberdeen has an experience. He has more experience than Jalen Lowe. Otega Owe, he's got way more experience than anybody that would be out. JQ, yeah, he's out, but he's never played a game in Kentucky, so we don't even know that he's out. He's just not on this roster right now. We got Brandon Garrison, we've got Malachi Moreno, and I believe them two is going to be able to hold their position against it. Leave Jalen Lowe out of the equation. Leave JQ out of the equation. We want to see what this team that's on the court right now is going to be able to do because we don't know in December, in January, February, March, going into the NCAA SEC play, is Jalen Lowe and JQ going to be on the court? They might get an entry then, but this is a team right now. I'm not saying, but what ifs.
Cancel.
But I mean, we just need to what this team right now is the team we have without Jalen Lowe and JQ. Let's just win with this team. And when we get Jalen Lowe and JQ back, it's going to be even a better team.
Right. And honestly, I mean, I think this team's not going to have a problem. I mean, even
No.
without the two of them, we're still deep.
Yes. And we're deep. Even without both of them, we're still deep.
Yeah. And I do think that both of them will be back by the Louisville
Oh,
game.
yeah.
I
believe,
honestly do.
Yeah, I believe
I do.
I'm on the same page with you. Yes.
It is so sad seeing Jake Hughes sit there wanting to play. Oh my gosh, the look on his face. I feel bad for you. I feel really, really bad for you, Jake Hughes. And we want you there. We want to see you play. Big Blue Nation is just waiting on you. You do you, boo.
Yeah. But yeah, I believe, with we win this game or we keep it close, our confidence level for the rest of the year, that knowing that we just came up and beat or just right there with the number one team in the nation, which everybody's saying that is them in Houston. Our confidence level, the players' confidence level, the rest of the year is going to be outstanding.
If the Papa John's affected his vision.
It could have been Papa John's. Yeah, you never know about that. That
Because
pizza.
he said he don't like that. He said, he told Jelly stay away from the Papa John's.
Well, he needs to stay away from Papa John's. So
might have been the pizza.
What player you think is going to stand out more than, okay, not the starting five, who our second, third player coming in, which be our sixth, seventh, eighth man? What player against Purdue? They are physical, so we're going to be bringing in physical players against them. And I'm not saying what player is more physical. I believe our players, every player that's coming off the bench is going to be physical.
Mo and Cam.
Well, Mo's going to be starting.
Well, Mo's starting, so I would say Cam.
Cam,
with his physicality.
I'm gonna go with Cam. I'm gonna go with Trent
Jelly.
Noah and
if
Jelly.
Jelly doesn't start.
I believe those three be Jelly, Trent Noah, Cam, and then Jasper Johnson.
I'm gonna put Trent more on the offense side of it.
Yeah,
than the
more
defense
on the offense
side of
than
it.
Defense.
Because if we can get him in the corner, he's gonna hit it every single time. Because honestly, between Big Blue Madness and the Blue White game, I mean, other than the ones he missed in the 3-point contest, which he was amazing.
Yeah.
Other than those, I really do believe that he's gonna drain them. You get him in the corner and they're going every time. They're going, because I don't think I saw him miss any from the corner. Maybe one or two in the 3-point contest, but he loves the corners.
Yeah. And I Jasper and Trent Noah, I think those would be players that you bring in for offense, and then try to, and have players behind them that is good defensive players. So if they do get beat, they ain't going to get beat that bad, and then sub them back out and bring in the starters and just give, the starters minutes, because both teams are going to be doing the same thing. So,
right. And don't forget to subscribe, share this with your family and your friends and everybody, y'all. And, tell everybody about our show. Don't forget, we have a pregame show at 4 Central, 5 Eastern on Friday. The game is at 5 Central, 6 Eastern. So 1 hour before the game, we will be having our pregame show. And then postgame immediately following.
Yes. And
so y'all get triple dose of us this week.
Yeah, 3 times this week. Yeah. But I'm wondering, how well are we going to be able to score down low? I mean, I know, Garrison and Moreno, that's I think it's going to be more of like a Mo Diabate, physical plays, getting to the rim, Ortega getting to the rim, but I don't know that there's going to be so much set things for Brandon Garrison, Moreno. I think it might be them cutting to the rim, alley-oop dunks when we penetrate, but it's not good. I don't think that we're going to be able to post up and make consecutive 2 or 3 plays straight in a row of us just taking it down to Garrison, him turning around, laying it in.
No, I don't think we'll be able to do that over and over and over. I think they'll catch on to that. Yeah. You have to be able to break it up.
Well, even in the blue and white game, we only scored 3 points down low. Everything that was just turnaround shots that Garrison hit, and Moreno, I think, got fouled and made a free throw. But we just didn't have, we just didn't take it straight down low and have a offensive player make an offensive play and just go straight up and try to lay it in, or a hook shot, or a little 12-foot jumper. So that might be what Pope is looking for.
Wildcat Mania, that's the exact same 5 I would say is starting.
Yeah.
I do believe.
Well, no, I don't think Cam's going to start.
Well, no. I would replace Cam
Chandler.
with Chandler.
With Chandler, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Stoops. Yeah. We ain't even going to get on no football. I'm over football.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I believe one of the factors will be Trent Noah. I think he could end up 14, 15 points in this game.
He could.
I think at that Fletcher boy from Purdue, I believe he could end up being a player that ends up getting, about the same as what Trent Noah, and then they off-send each other because I think Trent Noah is a
Right.
little bit better player than him. And I think who wins that type of a matchup is going to be a team that comes out victorious in this game.
Right. And I believe that. But I'm just so excited for the physicality we're gonna have. Hey, lady bass player. I'm so excited for the physicality we're gonna have this year on this team. I've already in exhibition scrimmage type atmosphere seen more defense and more physicality
Yeah.
than last year. You
Well,
can
you're not.
already see a difference. Well, and they've all put on weight and muscle, so it's
Yeah.
really gonna make a difference.
I mean, even in our, blue and white, big blue madness the last 2 or 3, 4 years, not last year, but the year before that and the year before that, you seen it all spread out. Nobody was wanting to like play physical defense. It was like Olay defense. Okay, if he scores, then we're going to come down and score, and hopefully we'll score more points than you. But they wasn't considered a defensive minded team. Now,
Right.
last year, this year especially, we're going to be a defensive minded team.
Right.
Yeah,
So what do
I
you
can see Parker or Alden Parker. That 7'4", he's not going to play significant minutes, and he's not a player that he's going to. And he's a rail. He's not like 280 pounds. He's like 210 pounds, 7'4". So he's a string bean. He's not going to come
yeah.
in and dominate over top of Moreno or Brandon Garrison because they got way more weight on him.
Think they'll push him out of the way.
Yeah,
I
they'll
think,
push you. Yeah,
I think they'll just be like, and he'll fall over. Like I do. I think they'll muscle him out.
yeah, me too.
What else you got, Jimmy?
Well, we was talking about, without Lowe and JQ, how much better you think we're going to be when we do get those two players back? I'm
Oh
going to ask
wow.
that to the audience, but
Yeah.
to
If
me, I think
we if we play really well without them, what do you all think? How exponentially better do you think we're going to be once they're in the lineup? So we want your all thoughts on that.
yeah. I mean, my thoughts is, we're going to be, I ain't never saying 10 times better, but we're going to be way better. I mean, the point guard spot, then you don't have to worry about Aberdeen coming over and playing the point. He can go back to playing the two guard. But then with him being out for a couple times, a couple games, Chandler, Aberdeen, Jasper Johnson, they all might get repetitions of get into that position, and maybe one of them will play against the Georgetown game. Maybe one of them will play against, Nicholas. Somebody might play against Valpo just to give them experience for down the road when, okay, maybe Jalen Lowe gets in foul trouble and he's not actually able to play the first or the last 10 minutes of the first half. Then we got players that knows how to play that position.
Right. I believe I'm siding with Carl on this. I believe that if we're winning without them, with them, I think we could be unstoppable.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying 40-0, but there's a few games that we're not going to do any of the breakdowns of the schedule, but there's a few games that I might have Kentucky winning that game now after we maybe see that they are this good without, Jalen Lowe and JQ. Then there's might be some games I might pick Kentucky to win that game now.
Right, exactly. Y'all smash the like button. We
Yeah,
need
hit
6
that
more to
like
hit
button.
25. Hit the like button.
6 more to hit 25. Yes, come on, everybody, get in there and wash them hands.
It takes a second. Click that
Just
like
takes
button.
a second. But what do you think the outcome of this game is going to be? I mean, the score prediction. What do you have? And everybody else on here, they put your all scores in too.
I'm gonna go 85-78 Cats.
Wow, okay, you're close to what I've got. I'm going 85-81 Kentucky.
That's what I almost said. I'm reading.
Yeah, I got 85-81. I've got
One more like, guys. One more like to hit 25. Let's get
one
it.
more. But I got Ortega being the MVP and backup MVP. I think I got Moreno. I think Moreno's gonna have a good game.
I'm going to go with Ortega and Mo.
Ortega and Mo.
Or
Yep.
Jelly. Ortega and Mo or Jelly. But Mo's starting, so probably.
So we got
Yay, we
25.
hit 25. Thanks, guys.
There we go. Thank you, everybody on the chat. This
James.
is
James
unbelievable.
says I wipe my feet, wash my hands, and smash the like button. Thanks, James.
Hey,
Buddy.
Mercury's in here. 87
What's
to
up,
75
Mercury?
Cats.
Love you guys. We love all of our viewers. Thank you so much. We love you guys. So just want to put that out there. We love Big
Norman,
Mike for
90,
getting all this
82.
started so that we could be here with you guys. If it wasn't for Big Mike, we wouldn't be here. So we love him very, very much.
Yes.
But we totally love you guys. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here either. So
Exactly.
we love that you come on here Wednesday nights and, you know, have a nice little UK family party here.
Yeah, it's always nice to be on here, knowing that we got everybody here in the chat, the live stream. It's so fun. I mean, we don't do this for money. We do it for free. We don't have advertisements. It's just a fun time to be on here. 59 watching is on here, and so when Son of a Gunner said we got 29 likes, so that's way above the 25. So I mean, thank everybody for being on here.
Yeah, we love you guys. We do. We look forward to every Wednesday. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
I know Jimmy does too. But
Yeah.
we look forward to seeing you guys every Wednesday. Just can't stand to not be on here with you guys. And I'm so excited because it's basketball time in the Bluegrass. And we will be here with the pregame and the post games now. So y'all get to see us 3 times this week.
I know that like BB and MJ just say it. Otega's going to play good minutes in this game. He's not going to play 35 minutes a game, this game, but he's going to play some significant minutes. And Kentucky's not going to let Rupp Arena down. They're going to want to win this game.
They are. Like, we're on a mission. We are on a mission.
Jasper,
the assignment is number 9.
Yep.
And I think everybody knows the team is so focused on number 9. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a mission like no other this year.
Well, I tell you what, I want number 9, and next year I want to see Trent Noah wearing number 10, so we can get number 10.
Yes, if 9 works, he has to switch to 10 next year.
He has to switch to number 10. Whoever has 10, if we have somebody, I don't think we have a 10 on this team this year, do we?
Wouldn't be G10?
Is Big G, was he number 10? Let me see. BG is 10. So he might have to, him and Garrison, Trent Noah and Garrison might have to switch up numbers or something like that. If it works for.
Thank you, Crystal. We love you. We'll see you Friday.
We'll see you Friday.
We understand. But we will be here 4 Central, 5 Eastern.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but,
be here with us.
This is going to be a great show on Friday. We're going to go ahead and call this a little bit of a night. It's getting right at 1 hour being on here. We got 2 more shows to do on Friday in the afternoon after the game. Tomorrow, we might try to do something. I know that Josh Irving is going to be making his announcement at 12 o'clock. So, we might just put some kind of short video or something like that out.
Yeah.
But, it's not really a big deal because we're still waiting, for Tyron Stokes. But this would be a great player. He's probably going to be like a Braden Hawthorne type player that'll be around 2 or 3 years. It's down to Kentucky and Texas Tech. And I believe it's Kentucky and Texas Tech with this recruitment.
Right. I believe so, too. I believe we're the only 2 teams that are in it. But we will keep you guys posted, and we'll post an update when we get an answer.
Okay. Well, Miss Leigh, I know we've had a great show. We got a lot of people on here. I think there's been over 100 people that have been in the chat room, making, or it's been doing, their questions and, everything, comments and stuff. So, but I will let you take us out, and just want to thank everybody for being on here. And I want to give out a shout. I hope I know my mother's watching. I hope my mom is her back is doing real well. I hope everything's going good with
That's
your
good.
mom.
Yeah, she's, we had a little bout in the hospital. I had to take her to the hospital last week, but she's back in her assisted living. She's
Okay.
doing really well. Thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that your mom's doing well. We hope all of you out there are doing well. We cannot wait to see you again on Friday for our first pregame for basketball for the season. So
Hmm.
remember, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. We will catch you guys here. We love you. Have a great night. Go Cats.
Go Cats. Let's hit some jumpers on Friday. Hit them jumpers.